important conversation that we all know, again, it's impacting our communities, but that there's always a way through our problems with some thought, with some creative problem solving. And as writers, we all know how important creative problem solving is. But I really want to give the stage to someone who's making a very important impact in our communities. So I'm just going to introduce Superior Ones, who's going to be talking about their anti-violence campaign, their successful anti-violence campaigns. And I had an opportunity to speak with our featured speaker this afternoon, and just being able to exchange those thoughts that he had and the planning that they put in was very impressive. So I look forward to hearing more. Thank you so much.
I'm going to play something for you before I start talking. The reason I have showed that, as she said, you know, we talk about violence and stuff like that, not just in New York or Connecticut, but nationwide. Us as OGs, we even tired of the killing. Half of the killing out here, with the majority of killing, got nothing to do with the gangs no more. It got to do with the anger they got from the house, the anger they got in the school, the betrayal. Half of us as families, we don't sit up there and call ACS on our own daughters, our own children, and the little ones, they see that. You know what I'm saying? We don't sit up there and talk bad about each other, and the little ones see that. So when they come in the streets, all that anger and all that frustration come out on innocent people. The news called it a gang thing so they can hit them with the RICO law and lock them up and keep them in jail. Y'all don't understand and they don't understand. When you take a 16-year-old and you put him or put her behind bars, when they come out in their 20s, they got nothing. So they're going to go right back to the life of crime and get locked right back up again, and then it become a cycle. And then everybody want to know what's going on. What's going on. We failing them. They're not failing us. We even made an online school for them because a lot of these children, when they get in trouble, they can't go to other schools because the word's on the street, he's fool. That means you got to kill him. So this child, he can't even go to school to get a high school diploma no more because now how you going to go get a job? Right now, the minimum wage is $15 an hour. Ain't no job going to give you $15 an hour if you ain't got a high school diploma. So now this child is out here on the street with nothing to do but to do crime. Then you got our young ladies, we try to stop the prostitution, but that's the only way they're going to go make quick money. We don't like it, but that's reality. So then they're going to get caught up on the drugs. It's a cycle that can stop, but we got to work together. Even when you look at your news, when something goes down, they say the black community and the Latino community, they don't even put us together. So while we not coming together, you can't cry, but the youth don't want to come together. This is why me and OGs, we sitting down, we coming out, putting out books, and we talking to the young ones and talking to our community and our leaders also. When you politicians, and I'm not trying to get y'all upset, when you make laws, you gotta say something. What might happen in this house ain't gonna be the same thing that will happen in this house. Two houses in the same project is two different things. So whatever bill you pass is not helping everybody. Somebody gonna take a loss. It's like when we selling drugs. Somebody gonna take a loss. That's why you're gonna have violence. There's no such thing as gun violence. If you stop the nonsense that we doing, our word of mouth, you got no more gun violence. People want to pick up them guns only out of anger. Why you think after they started shooting somebody, they quit to go snitch on the next one? Because now he see reality. When them cops go click, click, and they start to go do that 25 to life, it's a whole different ball game. I wrote the other book, Stop Bullying. Bullying is no more black and white or black and brown. We bully by the way we look, by the way we talk, by the way we dress. Those little things, our parents, y'all taught us the wrong thing. Y'all said sticks and stones would break our bones, words would never hate us. That's the biggest lie you ever told us. Words kill people. When you sit up and say you're the bastard and this and you that, and you call them the B word, the N word, that's more damage than anything. Understand that? That's more damage than anything. That child take that to the heart. When you tell that child his father is locked up, you're going to be just like him, that child takes that to the heart. That anger goes out on somebody innocent on the street. You're the cause of that. When you that woman, you got this man in the house that don't belong there, and he's steady beating on you, and you staying in that environment, your children see that. They're going to take that on the streets, and somebody else is going to feel it. If y'all want to really work together, you got to look at the things that's happening to us. Look in your own household, look within your own family. Then we can really stop a lot of this thing. Because like I said, and like the brothers say on the thing, the OGs, we not begging no more. We tell the young ones to stop. You know what I'm saying? We all trying to look for jobs now. We trying to get our life together. We in our 50s and our 60s. We trying to get things to go before we leave this earth. We trying to take shit the right way. We know what we did was wrong. Understand what I'm saying? We understand that after we don't have to do bid. We understand how anger came out. So this is why before we leave this earth, we trying to sit it. But at the same time, we got to sit down with you and get things straight in you. Because when you messed up, your kids come to me. And when your kids messed up with me, I'm not going to beat his butt. I'm going to put him 6 feet in the ground. You're going to cry. I'm not going to cry. He screwed up. He knew what happened. He put this flag on. It's the rules come with this. You mess up in that rule, your history. That's our thing. Whether you like that or not, that's how we go down. When you cry, that's your thing. Go ahead and cry, mommy. Kiss your son goodbye. It's your birthday, it's your birthday present. We do that to torture your family. That's why a lot of homies can't stop banging because they done been tortured. Homies done see their mothers and sisters gang rape. That was done on purpose so they could be tortured. You know what I'm saying? Now that we older, we realize what we did. We see we done made monsters. Thank you. So no, nothing happened overnight, but they're all homies, not just here in New York or Connecticut, but nationwide. We do sit down, we do travel, we write books together, we do film and talk to stop what we put out on the streets. And like I said, we do apologize for the crime that we had. I apologize to the crime that we did here. Good night.
I know we may have grown up in the urban jungle as it were. I was born and raised in what was, according to NYPD, the worst block in the city, from the 50s through the 60s. I'm not aging myself, by the way, all right? So how can we, Tony, how can we change that mindset? What can we do to protect the children?
First of all, we got to educate them. That's rule number one. As far as streetwise, as far as education. Without education, you got nothing. That's rule number one. That's why we got the online school. Like I said, a lot of children can't go to school because they got people in there looking for them. Right up there messing with drug money, trying to get out the crew and stuff like that. So that's why we did that. Second thing is educating our parents. A lot of these parents, they know what's going on. Some of them care, some of them don't care. Some of them don't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not no all-out war out here, so things is we got to put the parents in a thing where they can be able to stand on their own 2 feet and help themselves. And some parents are ignorant, so even though you're trying to help people, you ain't going to help everybody. Not everybody want to be helped. You got to also understand that. So therefore, you can just put out your material, and those that come, just bring them with you. Those that don't come, you just got to leave them. You know, misery loves company, so you can't stay and get stuck on that. As far as you saying, like, growing up, everybody say their hood is the strongest, right? At the end of the day, we all cry like babies. When my homies get hit and they touch that ground, I'm crying like a baby, and then somebody else got to go behind that. When them homies down the block get hit, guess what? They doing the same thing we do. That's why it's hard as hell to stop us from warring and killing one another, because don't nobody want to take that loss. That's something we got to stop also. You know what I'm saying? We got to come to the table and say, listen, man, you got guns, I got guns. You got your trigger crew, I got a trigger crew. We got to come and put this down. We might not like each other. We might not see eye to eye on things, but if you can stay in your corner, I'll keep my toes. My soldiers, they stay in their corners. For example, up in the Bronx, 2 summers ago, 800 and Belmont, which is blood and crip. 800 is blood, Belmont is crip. A little cuz, he went up in the blood area, threw up the C sign, disrespected him. They're supposed to be in the troops, but he broke that. 13-year-old kid got his head blown off. Now you got Bloods looking for his mother. We had to calm them down and get his moms out of town. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that, as we say, parents don't teach right, the street and the hood don't treat right. You know what I'm saying? We tell our homies, yo, it's supposed to be a peace, but go down and start some trouble. When the kid get shot, yo, that's a family that's gone. When I mean gone, that 13-year-old kid is gone. That mother is never going to be the same no more. You understand what I'm saying? And we know that, 'cause we don't see parents go on drugs. We don't see parents get up here and try to make gun violence and stuff like that, and then want to come to us and work with us. Why you come to me when he gets shot, when we try to work with you before this happened? You know, so like I said, the young ones see all of that. Don't wait till something happens. Come to the table while we out here now before it happens. If you want to prevent something.
Tell us what you did up in Hunts Point.
Well, Hunts Point, we still working on that. We did a little peace treating. Blood strip, gangster disciple. That was basically part of it. All that was up there that we was going around. We had all the gangs come around. We have politicians come around, sit down, also work with us, and we showed them that we are here, but we need your help. You know what I'm saying? We try to do this and do that in the community. Like where's she go? Lady from Connecticut. We can do things, but we need your help financial wise. I can't sit up and say, hey, we're gonna open up this community center if you're not gonna help finance it. If you put something over here in this hood, you gotta put something over here, because if you got something here and you ain't got something over here, they're gonna come shoot it up. You can't make peace. If you got twins and you get one child something, you don't get the other twin, you're gonna have problems. And you got a twin now you got him hating his brother or hating her sister. If you try to make peace, you gotta get them both at the same time, so keep them at the peace. That's how we work with them.
Tony Valentine, Superior Ones. Let's hear it for him. We got a lot of work cut out for us, don't we? For our children, our grandchildren. I mean, everybody here has seen, I can't say that everybody has seen, but you may have heard of the movie Warriors.
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember that opening scene?
Yeah, can you dig it?
Can you dig it? All right? That's what he's doing now.
That's a real thing. That's karate chop.
That scene in the movie is a real scene. Tony, tell us about the peacemakers and how what most people know as being fiction in the movies was actually based on a real event. Tell them about that history.
That's Brother Karate Charlie from the Ghetto Brothers. Basically what he had, Black Benji, was a peacemaker from his club. And what Black Benji went to go do was stop 3 gangs, the Black Spades, the 7 Superiors, and another club from fighting. When he went up there, they was already fighting, and that brother accidentally got shot, got caught in the crossfire. When that happened, Karate Charlie, he got his people, the Ghetto Brothers and other clubs, to go after the 7 memorials. That's how you see the movie, The Warriors. Basically what happened was the guy from Black Benji, his mother came out, and that's Karate Charlie and the other guy, please do not start a war out there. She want her 7 name to die in that, blood to come behind that. So that's how the movie Warriors came out to interview a lot of us. That also became the whole Avenue peace treaty, where all the gangs came together. So basically like that, all of that is our history coming down.
Thank you.
You're welcome.